Hey, how's it going, everyone? Bomberman Dan with some more Starcraft 2 videos. And I'm up here playing the blue Protoss, and down here is kpwood playing the red Protoss. And funny story, actually, I was doing another commentary, and at the very end of the commentary, I was all like, what is it? I was like, observer shortcuts. I was like, what is this? And I was looking at it, and I was like, name panel, and I was like, Control N, and boom, up came this thing. And I was like, oh, that's so helpful. So I felt pretty stupid after I learned out about that, and you know, what's done is done. So yeah, that really handy control name panel up there is it's really nice to have. And now I always know what my enemy's name is, so that's always nice. So down here we have kpwood with a pylon down here, and I'm pretty sure what he's doing is, oh, look at that micro. Oh my gosh, that was amazing. Did you see that? Anyhow. His goal is to block off this this small area due to these destructible rocks, and he's going to try to secure this expansion down here. As I am exploring all over the map for him with my single probe. Luckily, I think I'll find him on my second shot. And I put down my first pylon because I'm using my standard 4-gate. You don't see too much from me differently than normal. I'll usually tell you if I'm doing something crazy or insane, but that doesn't happen too much. And now if I go to explore his base, and I'm like, oh my gosh! It's always really nice to scout, because if you don't, I have no idea what you're doing. So I see that he doesn't have anything up here, and I see that he's actually walling this off with a forge. I see that he has. I thought it maybe like somehow expanded already, but I know that probably couldn't happen. And oh, look at his probe. He went the same way I went. A little late, but whatever. And I'm thinking what to do. I'm like, you know what? He's probably gonna try to fast expand. So what I was gonna do is like, I'm gonna go and build a massive army, try to beat him. So I just got my gateway down. Not too much, not too exciting. I'm down in the mineral count. He is just pumping out the probes. I do have an earlier gas than him, I'm pretty sure. But other than that, not too much different. He does have a forge, not a gateway, but of course there goes the cannon, which I despise so much. I don't know. I like cannons for detecting purposes, but I never really use them too much for like defense. Like mostly uses detectors. I don't know. I like moving my units. I know that sounds kind of stupid. Well, not really, but you know, my preference. So yeah, and here goes his first gateway, and I got my cybernetics core up because I love to get warp gate as soon as I possibly can. That is what I like to do my best. That's my favorite thing to do. But yeah, I was a little bit back there on the Vespine, so I just get my warp gate going now. As for him, still doesn't have anything built and is trying to finish off his wall, which I don't know, pretty good strategy, I guess. I never wall off with that's his Nexus, that's his expansion. I never wall off with Protoss because I never seems to be worth it. I'm just messing up the words today. I'm so sorry. And I'm also way too lazy to redo this commentary. Because I started it once already, but I like super screwed up in the beginning, like I have been doing. So yeah. There's my 3 more gateways, and I believe another pylon just to start pumping out units. And again, he is really banking on that cannon to protect him, because he has no units. He is not developing warp gate as far. Oh, there's the cybernetics core. So a lot later than me. Really need to chrono boost that. And oh, there it went. Oh man, what great timing. And oh, there's my 4th gateway. So it's a little late, but whatever. As for minerals harvested, yikes! I'm just dwindling there. What am I doing? But anyhow, we'll change it to army. And really, nothing yet. But whatever. 5 minutes in the game, not an army for any of us. But I'm going to go in there. You can really 4-gate before me. You can really have units out, I should say. You can have 4 units out from these gateways, and then usually by the time those are done, you can get your warp gate up. But I decided to get some more probes and stuff like that going. And yeah, I mean, you can really attack before then. I just didn't. Again, he's got 1 gateway. The cybernetics core is almost halfway done, and he's got another gateway. So really is not really teching hard. He just really is macroing up pretty hard with that second expansion. So about now is when I really need to push out, and I'm pretty sure I do. Supply-wise, I'm down, but it's only because of the fact that he has more probes than me, not because of military. Here comes some more units, and things should start to get interesting. And I hate this map. It has so many expansions. Look at all this. Look at all this. Look at all these expansions. Oh my gosh. I don't know. I don't really like long games. Probably because my long game kind of sucks. Yeah. I usually end up like massing void rays, but they get pooped on, and that's always a terrible time. So yeah. I'm sending a probe down to make a pylon right here, and I stop my stalkers just because I know I can get more reinforcements. I would suggest you always try to attempt to do this if you can. I know sometimes if there's a real big military on the other side, it's hard to get a pylon down to warp units in. And I should have sent this probe down earlier to get this so that while I was down here I could have warped units in, because right now I'm supply blocked to Sosi. And as for militaries go, this cannon's going to be basically my main enemy, but he did just get warp gate. It does have 4 gateways, so it's kind of like we're even, but not quite. As for supply, once I get this pylon up, there it goes, and then I had made another pylon. So there's my 4 zealots. I always try to make an even balance sort of zealots and stalkers, just in case like when I'm going against Zerg, I always have a terrible time against Zerglings. I'm a little worried here, just because of the amount of army they have. And I guess that was an attempt to force field me out of there, but I end up taking this pretty easily. These stalkers don't really get touched, and that's basically it. I always remember to warp in units over here. Just try to macro to your best of ability. He is not doing anything. He's super supply blocked. What I do is I see he's getting +1, so I'm trying to destroy this forge. I get that out of there, and now I'm going for a supply line. I know he can't have possibly that many units, so that's why I go for this. And I warp in even more stalkers. Stalkers at this point, I'm not quite sure. Mass stalkers, you know, always good for something. So this Nexus is about to fall. Again, the mass zealot though, zealots always seem to do a lot better than stalkers. And I'm not a very good microer and not very good with kiting my stalkers, so I end up losing quite a few here shortly. But I do destroy that pylon, so we can't make any more units, which is probably one of the better things I've ever done in my entire life. I always forget to do that. Same with overlords. I always forget, if I kill more overlords,